Hey, greetings, beautiful people. It's your girl, yo. Come on in here. Y'all file on in here. I ain't gonna be long. I ain't gonna be long. Come on in. Come on in here. Come on in. I'm sure there's a lot of people live and everything going on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm coming in. I'm coming in. I'm coming in. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Breaker 19. How y'all doing? I said I put some on my community wall saying I was gonna go live around about 9:30, but I said shit, now let me just go on ahead and get it in right now, you know? So I'm coming on here because I want to talk to y'all about some about bitcharella. I want to talk to y'all about bitcharellas. So yeah, I see some of the people there. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Don't forget to tap that like button on your way in. This way I'll know. Well, some people will know that I'm live because it's been a minute since I've been on this thing right here. You know? So yeah, I wanted to just come in and talk about a few things and stuff like that. But like I said, I ain't gonna be long. I ain't gonna be long at all. I'm gonna wait for a few of y'all to come in. Look, StreamYard trip it's really tripping. I don't know what's going on with that thing. I was trying to get on that thing, set the live up or whatever. I said, shit, I ain't going through all of that. And I said I'm gonna stay behind my little jigamabob, this little emoji or whatever. But anyway, let me get to what's going on. Okay, so y'all can watch the replay, the ones that's coming in. So it's been a minute, but on my community wall, I posted a picture of a bitcharella. And so one morning, what had happened was it was I was it was early too. It was about maybe almost about 7 somewhere. I got up and opened up all the blinds and stuff, right? Okay, and so I was at my office and had my window open and stuff, and I saw this guy, stranger to the neighborhood, right? And he was going to a house, one of my neighbor's house, right? I said before he did, he came down my driveway and I watched him. He came down the driveway and tried to peep in the yard and shit. I was like, what this guy doing? But anyway, when I saw that, I was like, let me watch him. And the crazy part about it is, the night before all of that happened, me and my husband was out. We went to this winery, right? We went to the mountains to this winery. And here I am doing all this wine tasting. I don't know nothing about no tasting no wine and shit, because I don't drink that. Y'all know I drink my little shooter. So I had my little shooter as my shot. So I was drinking tasting all the different little wines and stuff. I think I had about like 5 tasters, tasted 5 of them. I'm like, uh-oh. Felt a little, woozy, but I won't drive or nothing anyway. But long story short, so the next morning I get up and whatever, feeling fine, no heads hurting or none of that kind of shit. And then um, when I opened up my windows and stuff like this, I saw this guy. Again, the picture of the guy is on my community wall. So I saw him going to one of my neighbor's house, and the house is vacant. It's been empty for a long time, but don't nobody know it because I watch out for the guy's house. And this guy went into the back part of the man's house, and he has like old tractors and stuff there. He had a little bucket in his hand and everything, one of those like foot tubs, and he went in the back of that junk, and I saw him coming from out of there, and it looked like he had parts from the tractor on it. I said, "Look at him, he's stealing." So I said, "Okay, I got him." My husband was still sleeping because he was tasting that shit too. So I opened the window and I said, "Put my shit back in my yard." And the picture that you gonna see on the community wall, he turned around looking real, real crazy. He turned around looking crazy as fuck. And he turned around and went back towards the shed, the garage that he stole the stuff from. But he didn't come back through. He came and jumped the back fence back there. So he didn't come back by me. So I called the owner of the house and all that kind of stuff, and he came over and I was talking to him and we walked through and saw what he stole. I said, now this is crazy because my thing is, it's a lot of people that just steal from you. I mean, some people blatantly just go straight out and steal from you and just steal anything from you. Like they steal your style, they steal all other kinds of shit from you. But they steal your property, all kinds of stuff. And I said, this is what you call a bitcharella. So, a bitcharella, just so y'all know, is anybody that steal from you, that'll do stealing from you. and try to take something from you. And my thing is, and my question is why don't people think that they're good enough? Why don't people think that they good enough? They just go around stealing shit. I'm like, God damn, people work hard for that stuff. You know, people go out here, gotta put a brick in somebody else's building, meaning gotta go and punch that clock, do that 9 to 5 or whatever your work hours is, and you got people stealing from you and shit. I mean, I hate a liar and I hate a thief. You know, that's just some lazy shit. That's some trifling shit. You sit back and prey on other people and see what you can take from somebody else. That's a bunch of bullshit. That's a bitcharella. That's exactly what that is, right? And I know it's like I said, a lot of shit going on these streets and stuff like this. And I did want to say something about this. A lot of old people, you got a lot of people that have a lot of gifts, and everybody have a gift. You need to find out what your gift is if you don't know what it is, because I already told y'all that I can see shit, and what I've told y'all before is what's unraveling as we speak and have been ever since I told y'all it was getting ready to happen. I could tell you what's gonna happen uh, now, but I'm gonna reserve the right to to keep it to myself because I'm not trying to get into none of that ignorant bullshit because there's too much shit going on in the real world to be wasting a lot of damn energy on a bunch of bullshit. But back to the bitcharella. It's a lot of bitcharellas that will steal from you. And it might not always be that physical thing. You know what I'm saying? It might not always be like a property and things like that or money and shit like that. It might not be that. It could be your energy draining you and sucking you dry. Now, I do want to mention this because some of y'all might see this live later. It's only one person in this chat right here. And what this tells me, well, there's a couple of people now, but what this tells me is people love bullshit. And bullshit sells, right? Bullshit sells. Trauma and drama sells, right? So that's why. And if we put energy into that kind of stuff, don't complain about it. Well, you know, I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, this is a whole bunch of shit. I don't like this and I don't like that." Somebody like it. Somebody like it. Because if you didn't like it, you would allow yourself to be consumed and drained by that shit. Like I said, there's a whole lot of shit going on in this real damn world. Real life shit is really happening. I went to the casino. Let me tell y'all this too. I've been hitting them casinos. I've been tearing them goddamn casinos up. But act like y'all ain't heard that because, you know, I still like gas money. But anyway, I be going to the casinos and stuff like that. And the last time I put a video out here about me at the casino, and I met this lady. I'm telling you, this lady for some reason it was something about her. She was sitting beside me at the machine, and the way she was hitting that machine. Hey, y'all coming in? I'm gonna repeat some of the stuff that I said before since y'all just getting in here, and I know I ain't give y'all no fair warning. Y'all probably was thinking I ain't even trying to do nothing or going live, but I just had to come out and talk a little bit. I just wanted to talk a little bit about some shit going on. But anyway, so the lady that was sitting beside me at the casino, right? The way she was hitting that button on the machine, right? She won't cussing the machine out or nothing like this. This lady was, she told me actually that she said she was 76 years old when we did get to talking. But she was hitting that machine, that you know, that little game machine at the casino. She was slamming that button. The way she was hitting it, it was like she was desperate for to get money, you know. And I was like, damn. And I was hitting my button, but hers was distracting me. And I said, damn, this lady right here, she really needs some money. She really needs something. But I act like I ain't see it. You know, I kept on minding my business. And then she struck up a conversation with me. And my machine was jumping. That joint was popping, right? So I said, okay. I told her, I asked her, what did she drink? So I got my husband to go get her a drink. And he brought her a drink back. And she started opening up, talking to me. She said that she lived in a 3-story house, and she had her grandkids and stuff and raised them up, and now all of them are grown. And one of them worked in this place called King's Dominion. That's here in Virginia, right? Worked in a little. It's like a amusement type park. And she said she had to go pick her up. Well, this time because the girl ain't have a car or nothing, but this time it was about 8:30, something to 9 at night, and we popping buttons and shit. And then she told me that she was, was telling me that, her money was messed up. She got a retirement check, but it was small, and she couldn't afford to, pay some of her stuff. I said, God damn. It tugged on my heart, and I know people be con artists and shit like that when they be at the casinos and stuff. But it was this lady won't telling me no lie, so I broke her off a little change and shit like that. This lady was some kind of happy. I was like, damn, it made my heart feel good that I could help the little lady. You know what I'm saying? Although I know I need to be helping myself, it was like, damn, sometimes it just feel good. I say all that to say this. Sometimes it feel good to put other people in front of you, especially when you know that you can still be all right. You know, it's like you still all right. It's to me, as long as you got a roof over your head and shit like that, you know, and you got some food in your refrigerator. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, damn, ain't no need you tripping. If somebody always doing worse than what you're doing, and as long as you're trying to get something the right way, not stealing and being a fucking bitcharella, right? I'm talking about bitcharellas are men and females. You got a lot of bitcharellas that steal and always try to figure out and plot on how they can take from somebody else, which is a bunch of bullshit. You know, my thing is, if you take something from somebody else, easy come, easy go. You know, you don't appreciate shit when you get something from somebody else. If you work hard for something and you work hard for your money, you gonna think on your money before you spend it. You just not gonna throw your money out because you work too hard for it, right? Bitcharellas, they like to take shit and think that the money is gonna last them. But I'm telling you, the shit don't never work. It never works. And I can sit here and tell you a whole bunch of stories about how people like that fail in life. You know, you're going to fail every time. You know, my grandmother used to say, you do wrong by people and you don't do the right thing and you think you don't got away. She said, you might have got away, but you won't get by because it's down the road for you. And I'm telling you, it's down the road for you. So it's always in your best interest to treat people the way you really want to be treated. I'm telling you. If you don't, you fucking up. You're going to live a short life. This shit ain't going to last long. You're going to live a short life because, first of all, you're going to be stressed all the time. You're going to be stressed all the time by figuring out how you can fuck somebody else up, how you can trip somebody else up, how you can steal from somebody else, right? It's gonna mess you up because that's gonna stress you out. You can get high blood pressure from that. You can get ulcers. You can have all these different things messing with your body and turn your temple down by the thoughts that you have by plotting and planning and stealing from somebody else. I want y'all to go and look at that damn uh, my community wall and see that bitcharella that was stealing from a man and his wife that has worked all of their lives for their houses and things like that. And he just happened to have a vacant house that he's not going to fill. Him and his wife is older and stuff, and they ain't going through renting the houses out no more. People get tired, they want to relax, and they use that house to store some of their like old equipment, of old property, like tractors and things like tools and wash machines and things like that, just different things. And you have bitcharellas sitting back watching how to plot and plan to take something from somebody else. That shit is crazy as hell. But anyway, I came on here because I wanted to talk about that. I also want to say something too. Life will hit your ass so fast, and before you know it, you'll be like, damn, where did the time go? Because in less than maybe, I think it's about a week, August the 7th, I'll be 64 years old. And I can still remember when I was a child, teen stage, uh, you know, 20s, 30s, 40s. I can remember all of that. And I still feel just like I felt back then. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I will be no 64 years old. But I say all that to say this. Time will creep up on your ass, and if you wait too long to do the things that you want to do, you're going to have regrets. So you should live life to its fullest. Do the things that make you happy. Don't let nobody else tell you or dictate to you how to feel, how to think, how to walk, how to talk, how to love. Don't let nobody else tell you what to do. If you grown, act like it. That's all I'm saying. Because before you know it, you're gonna be like, damn, you're gonna have regrets in life. You're gonna be woulda, coulda, shoulda, nigga, or woulda, coulda, shoulda, Nicky. I shoulda did this, or I shoulda did that. I don't have no damn regrets because I come and I do what I want. I wake up in the morning and do what I want to do every day, every day. I don't let nobody tell me or dictate to me on how my day gonna go. So, like even when you have family, they call you in the morning, you'll say, or you'll call them. You say, "Hey, good morning. How you doing this morning?" They be like, "Girl, child, listen. Last night I slept bad, or I don't feel good this morning, or da da da. They got problems, or I owed a light bill, or I be like, listen, I'm gonna talk to you later. Have a good day." I hang up. I don't talk to them no more because they don't put that woo that bullshit on me. I don't want to feel like you feel. I'll sympathize and all that, but I don't want to hear no woes me ass stories. I don't want to hear none of that. Because time you start giving people advice, that you might say to them, "Well, why don't you get some exercise in?" They got an excuse why they can't do something. Some people love to be like, the people always got like something always wrong with it. Some people love to have problems. Some people just waddle in that type shit. Misery love company, and you have to know when to move around. You have to know when to move around, and sometimes you have to move around from your family and your so-called friends. You got to move around. But anyway, I know I sound like I'm rallying, but really it's a whole lot of stuff that I've been thinking about, and I'm just dumping it all on y'all. But the basic and the topic of this whole thing is be it bitcharellas, people stealing. Because when I say stealing, like I said, it's not just material things. It's stealing your life force, your life energy. People stealing all that shit from you, and if you let them. But anyway, um, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let me see something. What's going on? Hold on one second, y'all. Let me see what's going on with this thing. I told y'all that. I told y'all that. Okay, I see. I don't know this thing. I can't see y'all typing shit, y'all. If y'all typing something, I can't even see it. But I don't know why because I'm on my iPad too. Anyway, and I'm getting ready to pour me a shooter, y'all. For real, I'm gonna drink me one of my little Jack Daniel shooters. I got them this morning at 6 o'clock. Where I started moving at 6 actually. And I went over there to the church and fed some homeless people. People still hungry out here, y'all. I fed them homeless people and things like that. Cars lined all the way up and shit. It's crazy how people still starving out here. I came back, did some yard work, did my garden. I got cucumbers coming through, got some potatoes to pull, groom my dogs and shit, get them now shower and stuff, wash 2 loads of clothes. Then I be making some shit move. When I tell you I make shit move, I don't have time for a whole bunch of people that have these negative energy and spirits, and this demonic energy is heavy as fuck. I can feel it. It's heavy as hell. It's all around us. And I'm telling you, if you don't protect yourself, you'll get drawn in and pulled down, and sickness will consume your body. And when I say sickness, I'm talking about the way you think, the way you move. But anyway, so yeah, y'all. But I'm gonna get ready to get off here because I know y'all didn't know I was gonna go live, and some of y'all gonna see this thing later. But beware of bitcharellas. And listen, if I hear any of y'all using that term, it's cool. Bitcher. Let me explain again what it is. Go look at the community wall. A bitcharella is someone that tries to steal from you, not only physically, I mean, yeah, physically with the property or things like that, but spiritually. And I feel as though, because my energy is saying, it's a lot of bitcharellas around me. So I don't fuck with bitcharellas. I back up, I back off, and that's what's up. And like I said, they're everywhere. Don't let nobody bring your spirit down. Keep yourself lifted. If you have to be happy by yourself, stay in your happy place. Find out what makes you happy. Mental illness is real, y'all. Mental illness is real. Oh, and I'm gonna tell y'all something else too. I was watching on here. I've been watching different things like court TVs and crime shows and things like that. And so many people are getting unalive. It's crazy. So many people are sick in the mind. And I gotta tell y'all this real quick about this story that I saw. I saw a story of it's a black couple, married couple, right? What happened was the guy divorced his wife. He got another woman pregnant, and he wound up divorce his wife and kicking his wife out of this beautiful house and these prominent people. He kicked her out the house and everything, right? And the woman that he was doing it with, cheating with, he got her pregnant with, and their daughter was 3 years old. He moved the woman into the house, and the woman was dumb enough to move in the house where him and the wife was. So anyway, long story short, it lasted good. At first for a little while. Then the woman decided the man wasn't good enough, so she started going around to these different alumni and different things because she was a prominent person to a lawyer, and met a senator, had sex with him and all that. Long story short, that man, her husband, he wound up unaliving her ass. He unalived her. He took the daughter, gave the daughter to the brother and everything. And then they finally caught him. When they caught him, go to court and all this stuff, think he can go to jail. They wind up giving him life sentence. That man went into the jailhouse. Let me tell you what he did. He went into the jail, and instead of him spending the rest of his life in jail, he unalived himself in the jailhouse. I was like, what the hell? Listen, and I was seeing stories after story after story of all this craziness happening with people and their family dynamics and relationships and things like this. Listen, I just want to say this. You can't make nobody love you or like you. You cannot force nobody to love you or like you. Be happy with that. If the energies do not match, in other words, if y'all energy, y'all spirit, because you're energy beings, your people are energy. Everybody is energy. This is an energy force. That's it. Your body was full of energy. So just know that. Just as like forcing a plug. When you plug up something in the wall and it's supposed to have three prongs to it and only have two prongs, it's not going to connect. This shit ain't going to work. So stop trying to force somebody to like you or love you. Aren't you good enough? Know that you're good enough. Know that you're good enough. And move around. It's some crazy shit. I'm telling you, it just be crazy. It's simple stuff. People, you know, okay, arguments start over simple stuff. And basically, the same thing with the energy. If you don't align with a person, it's best to move around because it means you're no good. That's the signal to move. You see what I'm saying? And I can just tell you that because I've lived long enough to know it. You know, if you and it like just it's just like when your spirit tell you, "Hey, everybody, popping in, yo, I can't see the chat, and it's nothing popping up on this chat. I'm on this iPhone. Again, I just popped on here. I said I was gonna start at 9:30, but I came on here because the Streamyard acting crazy and all that kind of shit, right? I wanted to just come on here and just let y'all know that it's a lot of demonic spirits moving around, and it's real as heavy. It's heavy as hell, and it's always the yin and the yang, the good and the bad. But it's darker, it's heavier, and it's deeper right now. So I'm coming on here to caution you about that, and also to let you know, if you feel like nobody like you or love you, fuck them. You good enough. Love yourself. Learn how to love yourself and make yourself happy, because peace and love starts within, not without. You have to feel. Think about it. When you love somebody, that feeling is within inside of you. Your belly get them butterflies and shit in it. That feeling is on the inside. You just show how you feel about a person if you buy them some flowers or if you buy the dude a cigar, some slippers, right? I'm just saying, your feelings are on the inside. Stop ignoring the way that you feel and that intuition that you have, because that is your God speaking to you. And if you want problems, go ahead and ignore it, and you can get everything you ask for. You can get everything you asking for when you ignore that God in you. You know? And I know there's a lot of shit going on this YouTube, and everybody want to get into all this shit and all that. I just come on here to pop in to give y'all some uplifting thoughts, some things to think about, some bigger things to think about. Okay? Get away from bitcharellas. Don't let nobody drain or steal nothing from you. Don't let them steal your energy. People say don't let them steal your joy. I'm saying don't let them steal your life, because we have a tendency of brushing stuff off and still going down that rabbit hole. And like I said, before you know it, you'll be an old boy or old girl. Life, look, time waits for nobody. Do the shit that make you happy. Simple as that. People don't have to like you. You don't have to like other people. It's okay. Just love yourself and move around. Yeah. And so listen, another reason why I came on here is because I know I have people that have subscribed to me, people that are members to the channel and things like that. And I feel kind of guilty not being able to give you something because I do have things to say and I have been thinking about a lot of stuff. Some things that I be thinking about are sometimes I feel like too deep for some of y'all because some people don't want to hear that shit. They want to hear the nigga noise because, like I said, that shit sells. People like that kind of shit. And it's okay. That's cool. That's cool. But I'm not partaking in nothing ignorant. I don't like nigga noise. I don't told y'all that. I don't like nigga noise and I don't like beef. Because for me, if I'm upset with a person and I feel like I want my emotions to move them the way I want to say, if I'm upset with somebody and I feel like I want to release some of that emotion, I'll cuss a nigga out real quick and get it over with and keep on moving. The next day I'm smiling and laughing. That shit is off of me. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes you can stay too long in something and it'll fester and eat you from the inside out. See? You just got to learn how to move in this world because it's a mighty poor wind that never changes. It's a mighty poor wind that never changes. And let me tell you something. Change is good. Change is good. You may see change as bad, but change is good. Anytime the seasons change, you think your black ass ain't supposed to change? You change because when you come out your mama's womb, you a baby. Your ass grown now. Look like a whole lot of changing been going on within you and without you. Because when you look in that mirror and you don't see no baby face, you see gray hairs under your arms, your eyes coming out your face, your gray and blue around your eye. You know where the pupils of your eyes. Some people got blue around the pupil of your eyes. Oh, change is good. So if you think that you're not changing, that's a lie. Because the world keep on turning and spinning into the future. Oh, we change. You put a seed in the ground and grow anything in this world, it change. It go through stages. It's gonna change. You're gonna be forced to change because life is a force that changes. You see what I'm saying? And I know people might say, "Well, yo, you don't know what the hell you talking about," but a whole lot of y'all know that I do know what I'm talking about. You know, whole lot of y'all know that I do know what I'm talking about. And I'm telling you, I see some serious shit coming down the pike, and it ain't gonna be pretty at all. How that song say? Self destruction. That's what I'm gonna say. You're headed for self destruction. And that's it. And I'm going off of this thing. Y'all hit the like button. Thanks for coming through, y'all. Peace, everybody. That's all the details I'm giving y'all on that one. Okay? But try to live life. Keep your head up. Don't let nothing put you down or take you down. Because whatever you're going through, this too shall pass. Nothing lasts forever. You know? And then when you feel weak and you know feel like you can't carry on or nothing like that because you know you feel like you're back against the wall, well, let me tell you something. Somebody else in this world is doing worse than you are. You're not getting. God ain't giving you no more than you can handle. You just need to sit down and be still and let that God speak within inside of your spirit and tell you which way to move. And sometimes you don't have to move at all. Just sit your ass down, cross your legs, sit back. Just sit back and be quiet. That's it. That's all. And if you feel like you can't talk to nobody, talk to your damn self. Talk to yourself. They say in the Bible you're supposed to go in the closet and shut the closet door and pray. But that's not the closet, y'all. That's not the real closet. The closet is to go within your side, inside of your spirit, inside of your mind, inside of your mind's eye, your spirit. Take some deep breaths and just be still and listen and hear what your spirit has to say to you. You ain't gonna be able to hear what your spirit has to say to you if you keep a lot of nigga noise in your head, right? It is other ways to get entertainment. It's other ways to get entertainment than to go listen to a whole bunch of bullshit. That's all I'm saying. But to each his own. Whatever floats your boat. But I'm telling you now, if you're already mad about something and you already got some shit going on in your household and you know house is your whole household is in disarray, then why in the hell would you want to click on any goddamn thing with more noise to it? I don't understand it. But anyway, it is what it is. Y'all do what make you happy. But listen, y'all, I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all just try to walk in peace and try to do something nice for somebody else. Think of somebody other than yourself. Think about somebody other than yourself, or try to help somebody other than yourself, right? Because what you put out, you get back. I'm telling you. And if you don't have nothing to help nobody with, then say something to yourself to open your mouth and bless somebody else with your mouth, with your words. Because just like you can curse somebody else, you can bless somebody else. Just like you can cuss somebody out and call them all kinds of names and stuff like that, and damn them, and wish hard, bad on them. You can put that same mouth on a person and bless them with it, and that's worth more than money. That's pure gold, especially when you're saying it with good intentions. And think about what I'm saying now. When you cuss somebody out, you'll say, fuck you, with that feeling, that fiber, and that vigor, and you mean it. But what if you said, peace be unto you, with that same type of vigor to a person? Don't you think that had the same effect? Well, I'm telling you, it does. And the Bible tell you that your tongue is a two-edged sword. It can bless you or it can curse you. Which one you choose? See? Because when you put a spell on somebody, meaning when you speak on somebody, that's spelling, because words are spell words. When you speak on somebody, be careful what you wish for your enemy, because it will come back on you. Sometimes sevenfold. See? Sometimes sevenfold. All right? Now that's what I want to say. All right? So I'm going off of here, y'all. And I do wish you all peace. I wish y'all peace. I wish that peace be still for you. For you all. I wish peace be still for you. Yeah. Yeah. And stand still sometimes and see the salvation of the Lord. Because your blessings ain't always without from other people. Your blessings come within you, inside of you. It's what you wish for yourself or you pray for yourself, not always what somebody else have or have. This bitcharella moves and shit. You know? Yeah, but anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. I don't say it enough. I'm gonna talk to y'all later whenever I feel like it again. Okay, right now I'm just chilling. Yeah, I got that feel what the spirit has to say. My spirit just say to come on here and talk to y'all. But yeah, yo knows, yo knows. Right now, what I'm telling y'all is just y'all are heading for self destruction. Some of you are, and you need to be careful. Okay, peace, everybody. I'm gone.